Hello, everyone. You're probably thinking, but I thought you left YouTube. What are you doing? As you can probably see, there is a name change. I changed my name after I left YouTube, and it's called My Spiritual Shoes. And the reason why I chose that name is I sort of felt like we have loads of shoes that we put on in our lives. I just like the visual. That's how my mind thinks. Um, and that we try on different shoes and we get rid of old shoes, and I just really like the way that it played out, the way that it sounded, the way that it meant something to me, and I really needed a change. I needed a change that sort of fit me a bit more, and I don't know if I'll be on here very often on YouTube, but I actually got asked to show some cards. And I was thinking about IGTV, and I don't know, it didn't sort of really work for me. I don't know, because I know that I like to ramble and I'm not really familiar with IGTV, and I was looking at downloading the app and, doing all that business. Anyway, I still feel slightly hesitant, and I've had conversations with people that are in this YouTube community, in the tarot realm, and people that I have connected with and have built up a really good connection with these people, and they have helped me tremendously in bouncing off ideas and just finding out where it leads. I mean, who really knows what you're going to be doing in a month's time or 6 months' time or whatever. So yeah, that's my explanation at the minute. And this lovely person on Instagram said, yeah, can you show those cards? So I thought about doing it on Instagram, but I just couldn't get my head around it, so I'm just doing it here because it's what I know. So hello and welcome. And plus I've received really good, lovely comments still, like this week, saying you're really missed. And I sort of thought about that and thinking how much I miss the interactions that were created via this channel, and then finding all you beautiful people out there. So whether it's a regular thing, or I just guess it's just being a little bit more tuning into what I want to do. So if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. Okay, so I bought this deck. So just to give you a backstory, I bought this deck off Gumtree, and it was a two decks I bought from this one person. So in Australia we have this place where you can buy things, and you have to either go there to pick it up because it will show up in your area as to where these things are, and then you can just buy them straight away, but this person lived in another state in Australia, and I said, is it okay if you could post it? And she said, yeah, great. So I ended up buying 2 decks from her. So I bought the Preacher Teacher cards by Scott Alexander King, and these are round cards, and the deck is like they were hardly ever used. So it comes in this beautiful box. It's a Blue Angel Publishing, so an Australian company, illustrated by Sue Dolman. Sue as in S-I-O-U-X. And yeah, it just really, I actually saw these on Naomi from Mandora Tarot, which I haven't seen much of her stuff at all really on YouTube, but it was a while ago. It was probably last year or sometime that I saw these cards. Anyway, it comes with this really cool book where the author gives quite in-depth information on the cards and how he connects with certain animals. I really liked it because, you know, they have Australian animals in there as well. And I decided that I would trim them because I had this tin. I don't have it, and I wanted to fit it in there. What a stupid mistake that was. Because I had to keep on trimming because it had like this lip, like on the inside of the tin, and I was going, oh, so it comes with this little affirmation at the bottom. The pictures are pretty basic because, you know, it's sort of aimed at children, and, you know, I dig it, but I just really wanted a round deck, and I love the animals, and the backing is gorgeous, so please just keep into consideration that I have trimmed them, that they will not rock up to your place looking like this. So yeah, you know, and then as a result, when you're shuffling, they are not shuffling great because they are slightly wonky. But I don't tend to mind that. Like, I don't get really particular. But yeah, I guess this is one of the ones that I wish I hadn't modified, because, you know, it could have stayed in the box. The box is really, really cool, but then I chose to do the snip. How many cards are there? Is there about 40? Hang on, I will tell you in a moment, because it's not really telling me on the box or on the book. So, and there's no numbers on the cards either. So this guy gives a lot of information on why he decided to make these. Like, he really connected with working with children because he worked in the education department, and then he realized, you know, that he has a lot to give as far as, you know, his spiritual path and wanting to empower children, which is okay, so it's got 45, which is quite a you know, it's a great way of connecting with children and opening them up to different ways of thinking. And I think too that children, like, the artwork on that is beautiful, and, you know, it came with like a cream border. Yeah, so if you can give children that insight, you know, just sort of thinking and tuning into a little bit more of what is within them, you know, that not everything comes from others. Yes, you do seek guidance, you do have protection from your parents or your caregivers, whoever they may be, but ultimately I think it's really important to teach children to be spiritually aware, to be spiritually tuned in to whatever resonates with you, you know, for them to seek messages and guidance. Yeah, and this guy decided to do it with animals. You know, and sometimes you're going to feel, oh, I don't know about that one. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. You know, I'm talking about animals and how we interact with animals. And then he does state in his book as well, you know, that these are not just for children, they're for everybody. But, you know, even if you're doing inner child work as well, that could be something that could help you delve a little bit more deeper. I like this one. Gobble, gobble. And I guess, you know, we change and we shed our skins and we look different as we get older and we age and we mature, and, You know, we develop, I love this one, the koala. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you a little bit out of the book about the koala. It says, the koala, I listen to my feelings. Did you know that the koalas sleep for up to 18 hours a day? Sounds like my cat. Some say they aren't so much asleep, though, but zoned out, sedated by the calming effects of the eucalyptus leaves they eat. And while they're in this zone, legends say they are able to journey into other realms of existence, to other world realities and landscapes deep within. Legends also says that if we were to listen to the koala, we would be able to follow him to these other worlds and access the knowledge that may be found there by simply listening to our feelings. I think I really relate to the koala. The koala finds himself a comfortable fork in a favourite tree. He makes sure he is safe, takes a deep breath and allows himself to relax, drifting effortlessly into the zone. I really like that. Now I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I haven't used these a lot, but when I have, and I've used them with other decks, specifically tarot, I have been really, really happy with the message. I mean, how gorgeous is that? How gorgeous is that dot work? Love it. Love it. Yeah, so there's sort of like this innocence, but also a calmness and a presence, I feel, that this deck sort of gives. I think that's a blue tongue. I'm not too sure. Blue tongue lizard. I love the wolf. Frog. That's crying. Don't know about that one. Unicorn. Unicorn is probably the only one that doesn't sit in this deck because all the other animals are real. You know, like you physically see these animals within our existence. So the only one that doesn't fit is the unicorn. It's like he's just shoved that in there, which is, yeah, I don't know. This is a cool one. This is one of the ones that I was sort of talking about, that how I necessarily wouldn't have connected with a shark, but we all have our place, don't we? And it says, I honour the rules when I feel safe. Yeah, so that is the Creature Teacher deck from Scott Alexander King and Sue Dolman. Yeah, so you may see me around, but I just really wanted to change the name. I spoke to this lovely person yesterday about her going off YouTube, and then I sort of made this comment that I didn't really know. I've sort of been umming and ahhing as to what to do with this channel, and I don't want to get rid of it because I'm really proud of what I achieved. And yes, I may come back, but I hope you like the new name change. You find me over on Instagram, and you may see me up here again. Okay, lovely people, I will see you next time. Bye.